Hello students, welcome to another session on solid state physics. In this session, let us try to understand what is crystal lattice. Before trying to understand the crystal lattice, it is convenient to study the arrangement of imaginary points in space. This arrangement of imaginary points in space has a definite relationship with the arrangement of atoms and molecules in the crystal. This arrangement of imaginary points in three-dimensional space forms a framework on which actual crystal structure is based. So, the point lattice or space lattice is defined as an arrangement of infinite number of imaginary points in three-dimensional space such that each point is having identical surrounding. It is an arrangement of infinite number of imaginary points in space such that each point is having identical surrounding. What does it mean by identical surrounding? The term identical surrounding means that the lattice has same appearance when viewed from a point R in the lattice as it has when viewed from any other point R dash. So, it should have a same appearance whether you view the lattice from point R or whether you view the lattice from point R dash. This is possible only when if the lattice contains a small group of atoms. This small group of atoms is called a pattern unit. This pattern unit repeats itself in all directions by means of a translation operation T, such that T is equal to N1A plus N2B plus N3C, where N1, N2 and N3 are arbitrary integers and the vectors A, B and C are called fundamental translation vectors. Thus, point R dash can be reached from R by a translation operation R dash is equal to R plus T, which is equal to R plus N1A plus N2B plus N3C, where T represents the translation operation. In a perfect lattice, the above equation holds good, that is, R dash can be obtained from R by application of translation operation T. In case of imperfect lattice, it is not possible to find A, B and C such that an arbitrary choice of N1, N2 and N3 makes R dash identical to R. The translation vectors A, B and C are also called crystal axis or basis vectors. Consider a two-dimensional lattice as shown in figure. The translation vectors A, B can be chosen in number of ways. Two such possibilities are shown in figure. We are going to choose the vectors A and B in two different ways. Let A1 and B1 and A2 and B2 are two sets of translation vectors which we are going to consider. Considering the first set of translation vectors A1 and B1, the point R dash can be reached from R using translation operation T is equal to 0 A1 plus 1 B1. So, this operation which contains integral coefficients. So, R dash can be reached from R, that is R dash is equal to R plus T is equal to R plus 0 A1 plus 1 B1. In this translation operation, the translation vector contains integral coefficients. Such translation vectors which produce translation operation containing integral coefficients are called primitive translation vectors. Let us consider another set of vectors, that is A2 and B2. Here the point r dash can be reached from r using translation operation t is equal to half a2 plus half b2, which contains non-integral coefficients. That is, r dash is equal to r plus t is equal to r plus half a2 plus half b2. Such translation vectors which produce translation operation containing non-integral coefficients are called non-primitive translation vectors. So, such translation vectors which produce translation operation containing non-integral coefficients are called non-primitive translation vectors, and the translation vectors which produce translation operation containing integral coefficients, as we have seen in the first example, that is by considering vectors a1 and b1, such translation vectors are called as primitive translation vectors. So, primitive and non-primitive translation vectors can define the unit cell. Both the types of translation vectors may be used to describe the structure of the crystal. Both these primitive translation vectors and non-primitive translation vectors can be used to describe the structure of the crystal. But non-primitive translation vectors having non-integral coefficients are not in accordance with the periodicity of the crystal. Usually, a set of orthogonal, that means perpendicular to each other, and shortest possible translation vectors are preferred for describing the lattice. So, in this session, we have studied what is a space lattice or point lattice, what is meant by a space lattice and point lattice, what is meant by identical surrounding, what is meant by primitive translation vectors, what is meant by primitive translation vectors. These things we have studied in this article. So, we come to the end of the session. In the next period, we will study the subsequent articles. Thank you.